Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Darling, and this is Machine God Eats. I don't know if you heard yesterday, but apparently we're threatening the world with secondary sanctions and all this nonsense because obviously a lot of cooler heads that are running the world don't think that this war in Iran is any of their business. So the United States, being the empire that it is, has decided to start threatening pretty much every country on the planet by saying, hey, if you don't stop trading with Iran, if you don't stop getting your oil and whatnot from these people, we're going to offer some secondary sanctions on you guys. And what does that mean? They're going to start like taking people out of the monetary system. That's at least what they said. We're gonna get you up out of the dollar bill system. Well, you know what? You know who that hurts if all of the countries exit the dollar bill system? Us. The world is run on the petrodollar, the dollar. If you start getting people about the dollar, what do you think they're gonna go? They're gonna go to the yuan, they're gonna go to China, they're gonna go to countries that are not threatening them. You have people that are in office right now that don't know how to play their hands because apparently I thought we had already won this war, right? So why are we threatening the world by asking them to say, hey, you know what, if you don't do what we say, y'all are done. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take y'all out of the dollar system. We're gonna put y'all back into the Stone Age economically. We don't want to blow up the world system, but if y'all don't do what we say, if y'all not with us, y'all are against us. The same type of rhetoric that was used during the Iraq war, and we all saw how that turned out, right? Same type of rhetoric. Now take in mind, this particular war hasn't been voted on by anybody, not by Congress, not by anybody. But yeah, here we are over there doing the goddamn thing, as we always do, playing so-called world police for our masters over there in the Middle East, right? And holding a gun to the world's head, what the world can decide to do is to say, you know what, go ahead, pull the trigger, motherfucker. We're gonna go ahead and go with somebody else. We'll survive the hit, we'll take it, but y'all won't be able to survive if we end up exiting it. And that's the truth. If these countries decide to freaking go and just say, you know, get off the petrodollar, which is looking more and more like this is the end of the American empire, we're cooked. And I would say socially, we already know that we're cooked because we see all these crazy bitches out here fucking supporting a child murderer, right? So as a society, we're cooked. We're already cooked as a society. But now, economically and on the world stage, we're gonna be fucking cooked because, like, you know, we're holding the world we're holding a gun to the world's head like we're goddamn Nazis, huh? And the world doesn't usually respond to that well. Not at any point in history does one empire get to hold a gun to the world's head and the world doesn't respond. I say we got 2 years, and I'm not talking about because it's going to be some catastrophe. I'm talking about our way of life is going to change soon. It really is. After this particular administration, nothing's going to be the same. And I don't believe in the whole left-right paradigm. He's the one that it ain't just him, bro. This is by design. The end of the American empire was by design from the masters and the puppet masters over there that really run this bitch. That's what it is. And to use this as their security forces and their cannon fodder, and that's what this is about. We're nothing on the world stage, and we've been conditioned to believe that we're everything, and we're about to find out soon enough. And it's funny that, in a way, I feel that it's absolutely necessary in order to correct what I call the social contagion, the bull crap. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have a whole society of a successful society run by sissies and batshit crazy women. That shit don't work. That shit is a recipe for fucking disaster. And so yes, there needs to be a goddamn reset. Yeah, there's a thing where, let's say, I was thinking about this yesterday as far as race, right? As far as race, you could divide the races and still have a function in society. Oh, we have Chinatown, we have Blacksville, we have the suburbs, we have all these different areas where people relegate themselves to, right? You could do that on a racial end and still have a function in society. What you can't have in a function in society, you can have you can have racial segregation in a function in society. What you can't have in a function in society is a division between men and women. You can't have it like it is right now. It just doesn't work. I don't give a fuck what it is. And the fundamental difference between men and women is so great right now, the society can't stand. Or at least it needs to be drastically changed. God damn, I lost so much weight. So, when you get on and those differences in values are so great, it's time for a reset. And if that means through war, if that means through economic downturn, it is what it is at this point. But it's always been by design. So, I walk off the light. I didn't have to wait. We're gonna jog the rest of it. But, yeah, I don't know if y'all had heard about that. I just wanted to put that out there. Because I saw that yesterday. I'm like, okay, so we holding a gun to the world's head now. We're literally threatening them and telling them that if they don't do what if they don't do what we say, we're gonna take them out of the petrodollar. We're gonna take them out of the dollar system. You know, the system that's $40 trillion in debt to the rest of the world. We're gonna take them out of that system. We're gonna get them up off this sinking ship. That's what we're gonna do. And a lot of people are looking at other options, especially with the BRICS nations forming their own currency and their own monetary system. If they're not holding a gun to the world's head, and we are, we're done. Y'all don't understand that our power is not tied in bombs, it's tied in controlling the economic system. But when you compromise the economic system by threatening people to take them up out of it, when they participated in it and propped it up for decades and holding a gun to the world's head, you're putting yourself in an axis position. And when the world allies, they'll come against you. And the third world war of mankind will be against the United States and Israel. And it's all been set up that way deliberately and on purpose. It's obvious. So with that being said, I just have to get that off. Y'all need to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for the worst. You know what I mean? Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. That's what they say, right? Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. What I mean by hope for the best, hope everything I'm saying blows over in some kind of way. Everything just goes back to being okay, but we all know it's not. What has been done already can't be undone. As far as not just the war, but the scar on society. This time can never be forgotten. And so there is no going back. And because of that, there will be friction. And in that friction, there will be conflict. And so prepare for that conflict. I know I am. And just on another note, right? I've been seeing men make excuses as to why they don't want to be in shape. What? I've been seeing men say, hey, it don't even matter if you got money. I drive of this, I drive of that. Bitch, if the goddamn grid go down, you think any of that shit gonna matter? You think your car and all that shit gonna matter? If you can't hop a gate or a fence, what does that mean? If you can't run to get water, what does that mean? If you're not strong enough to go toe-to-toe with somebody in order to fight for your fucking life, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? If you can't run to get from one position to another without literally having a fucking stroke, your money means nothing. That's what I'm saying. This society has it's warped people. And the reason that they feel that, oh yeah, that's a viable thing, is because society has rewarded, oh, all you need is money. All you gotta do is get the bag. And look, you live lavishly. Yeah, but when shit gets real, like, right? Like when shit gets real, when survival is really on the line, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be looking stupid. I saw this fucking video of this nigga, a wealthy nigga, took his girl on a vacation, right? And they're on a boat, on a jet ski, and he's falling off the fucking jet ski because he's out of shape, right? And he can't get back up on the jet ski. Right now, he done took her on his fucking nice vacation. Motherfucker slipping up off the goddamn jet ski, bro. Asshole showing everything. And I'm like, bro. And all the ladies in the comments are like, they like instantly dry. Instantly turned off. Instant ick. You know what I'm saying? So like all the money, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's braggadocious and all that, but once that part is, you know, once you done, I don't know, bro, just get in shape, bro. With that being said, y'all, I'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.